Hey viewers, today I will show you Top 5 Visiting Place in Singapore. So let's start. The video number 1, Gardens by the Bay. This is a must-visit for any tourist to Singapore. It's a futuristic park with stunning super trees, cooled conservatories housing exotic plants, and beautiful flower displays. You can even walk among the super trees on the OCBC Skyway for a panoramic view of the gardens. The Gardens by the Bay is a nature park spanning 101 hectares, 250 acres, in the central region of Singapore, adjacent to the Marina Reservoir, while topping its 20 millionth visitor mark in November 2015 and over 50 million in 2018. Number 2. Sentosa Island. This resort island is home to Universal Studios Singapore, a popular theme park with rides and shows based on movies and TV shows. There are also other attractions on Sentosa Island, such as SEA Aquarium, a massive aquarium with marine life from all over the world, and beaches for swimming and sunbathing. Each day, tourists ride cable cars over Singapore's Keppel Harbour to a luxurious holiday isle haunted by death. In the world's third most densely populated country, Sentosa Island is a popular getaway, thanks to its sandy beaches, majestic rainforest, lavish resorts, and theme parks. And it was a setting in author Kevin Kwan's Crazy Rich Asians. But lurking behind that idyllic veneer are startling tales of torture, plunder, and deadly epidemics. Sentosa was known for savage pirates and a brutal prisoner of war camp before the Singapore government converted it into an upmarket vacation destination in the 1970s. Now, 10 million people a year visit this island, which is less than a mile from the mainland and connected by rail and cable car. Singapore could have buried Sentosa's disturbing past beneath its cheerful present. Instead, its government recently declared the 19th century Fort Siloso a national monument and is creating fresh tourism programs that embrace its bleak history. Number 3. Singapore Zoo. This world-famous zoo is known for its open concept, where animals are housed in enclosures that resemble their natural habitats. You can take a tram ride through the zoo or walk through the various animal zones, such as the Fragile Forest and the Treetop Trail. The Singapore Zoo, formerly known as the Singapore Zoological Gardens or Mandai Zoo, is a 28 hectares, 69 acres zoo located on the margins of Upper Seletar Reservoir within Singapore's heavily forested central catchment area. It is operated by the Mandai Wildlife Group, which also manages the neighboring Night Safari, River Wonders, Bird Paradise, as well as the forthcoming Rainforest Wild Park. All 5 parks makes up the Mandai Wildlife Reserve, which consists of more than 15,000 animals from 1,000 species. Opened in 1973, the zoo was built at a cost of $9 million that was granted by the government of Singapore. Within the zoo, there are about 315 species of animals, of which some 16% are considered to be a threatened species. The zoo attracts about 2 million visitors every year. Singapore Zoo has always exhibited animals in naturalistic, open exhibits with hidden barriers, moats, and glass between the animals and visitors. It houses the largest captive colony of orangutans in the world. Number 4. Marina Bay. This area is home to some of Singapore's most iconic landmarks, such as the Marina Bay Sands Hotel and Casino, the Art Science Museum, and the Singapore Flyer, a giant Ferris wheel that offers stunning views of the city. There are also plenty of restaurants and shops in Marina Bay, making it a great place to spend an evening. Marina Bay Sands is an integrated resort fronting Marina Bay in Singapore and a landmark of the city. At its opening in 2010, it was deemed the world's most expensive standalone casino property at $8 billion, use $688 billion. The resort includes a 2,561-room hotel, 120,000 square meter, $1,300,000 SQFT, Convention Exhibition Center, the 74,000 square meter, $800,000 SQFT, the shops at Marina Bay Sands Mall, a museum, a large theater, celebrity chef restaurants, 2 floating crystal pavilions, art science exhibits, and the world's largest atrium casino with 500 tables and 1,600 slot machines. The complex includes 3 towers topped by the Sands Sky Park, a skyway connecting 340-meter-long, 120 FT, with a capacity of 3,902 people, and a 150 maze 490 FT infinity swimming pool set on top of the world's largest public cantilevered platform, which overhangs the North Tower by 66.5 meters, 218 FT. Number 5. National Museum of Singapore. This museum is the largest in Singapore, and it houses a collection of artifacts and exhibits that tell the story of Singapore's history and culture. The museum is located in a beautiful colonial building, and it's a great place to learn more about Singapore. The National Museum of Singapore is a public museum dedicated to Singapore art, culture, and history. Presently Director of the National Museum of Singapore, NMS, Chung Mei Quen began her career as an assistant curator at the Asian Civilizations Museum in 1997, before joining NMS as a curator in 2003. It is located within the country's civic district at the downtown core area. It is the oldest museum in the country. It is one of the largest museums in Asia. The National Museum of Singapore was designated as National Monument of Singapore in 1992 by the National Heritage Board. The National Museum of Singapore exhibits sculptures, objets d'art, paintings, drawings, and archaeological finds. Admission to the National Museum of Singapore is complimentary for Singaporean citizens and permanent residents. If you interest this video, so please subscribe this channel for next video. Okay, friends, thank you so much. See you in the next video.